Sigma programming one time for the one time. I want to talk about clones if I can. The wind is heavy. The wind blowing like a group of trumpet players. But it's mad different clone levels. You got the more popular stuff that talks about the Mach 5s and people being cloned, celebrities. That's what's popping right now to talk about. Not as much as it was 10 years ago though, but it's still popping to talk about this star looks different, that star looks different. You understand that there's cloning going on regardless. Even if they're not changing up there, even if they're not going to some laboratory and just getting swapped out with another them, even if that's not happening, what they're being formulated off of somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can be, because I don't want to defame anybody or nothing like that. But if you say, let's say my name is like MC such and such, right? So for my style and for me being MC such and such, if I'm popular as MC such and such, then people are gonna be, any other MC that comes that reminds them of me. If I'm successful, they're gonna try to reproduce that. You understand? So if I'm gonna be pulling anybody in, or if I'm gonna be successful enough as a solo artist to make it to the level where I got a little crew, they're not gonna want that crew to necessarily be individuals. They're gonna really want that crew to be more or less another me. So it'll be, different, like me with long hair, me with short hair, me bald, me with the shades, me without the shades, me with a suit jacket, me with a hoodie, and it, on and on, just like that. So, in retrospect, it's a clone war, though. Just like Star Wars told you, it's an attack of the clones. It's an attack, of the clones. It's an attack of what? Copycat culture. That's an attack. That's a personal attack, a systematic attack on your originality. Yeah, we are in the attack of the clones. This is Star Wars Episode 2. Everybody is fighting for stardom. This is Star Wars. Everybody fighting for likes and views. These are Star Wars. Real talk. Star Wars, like real George Lucas, Sith Lord, Jedi. Star Wars. So people are being copied like that. You ever notice why it's like they try to make the same female rapper eternal? She takes different names, different personalities, different people will come in and be her. They'll even have different names and all of that, different, but they'll essentially be the new her, or they'll do that with a guy. You know what I mean? He can have a different name and all of that, but you can tell that the bigwigs is trying to make this guy the new last guy. And what happens is, like, subconsciously this will reverberate throughout society, and you will have a bunch of people looking the same. Like, what you can't deny is that the average man, at least in the West, wasn't looking like an athlete with the hair and everything like that. Come on. A lot of us ain't had our hair long since we was teenagers, and now we all got dreads. Not because we really wanted them, because believe me, if everybody was still doing the low cut wave 360 thing, oh, believe me, 360 wave pomade to still be skyrocketing. And I don't think people really, you know what I mean? Like, for lack of better words, like, I don't know if that's going down like that no more. But the cloning thing and the cloning war, though, is definitely, it's real. And I'm not saying that people are being transformed and all like that. And I'm not saying people are going to some downstairs sub-basement where it's just 15 of them. Although allegations say that this is what Bernie Mac saw before we never saw him again. Said they took him downstairs and he seen like 15 hymns on the assembly line or something crazy like that. That's what was alleged by, other sources and all like that. But copycat culture that's cloned enough. That's botted enough for me. to know that we in a clone war. It's an attack of the clones. I see it. I remember when the originality was king. Like you couldn't even get any shine unless you was wildly different from the last act or the last group. You had to be. That was the only way you could get noticed back in the day. You had to be really, really different. But now, if you want to get noticed, you got to be really, really similar. You know what I mean? You got to be really, really similar now. It sounds good. It sounds like uniformity, but low key is an attack. Low key is an attack. Because truth be told, man, a lot of folks just don't know how to be because they don't know what to be. They don't know who to be. They say just be yourself. Yourself is so layered though. You can't, how can you be, yeah, you could be yourself, but is that even gonna be one mood? You got like 5 emotions you could feel, like 5 or 6 emotions. The mad you is not gonna be the same you as the happy you. That ain't gonna be the same you as the annoyed you. That's not gonna be the same you that's ready to fight. The you that's ready to fight ain't gonna be the same you that's ready to share and ready to break up a fight. Those is like 6 different people. All you, but 6 different clones. So you already in, what it say in Revelation, God got 7 spirits. Even he broken up into 7. So ain't nobody fully one way out here. Not even the machines. Yeah, the attack on the clones is so, it's so wild at this point. You know, even the AIs is feeling it. I know y'all seen that thing about the Drake in the Weeknd with the AI generated song. That's already letting you know enough too. Probably a counterattack if anything, because that doesn't sound like an attack on individuality as much as it is an attack on sameness. So you really got to be you now, because if you're not you, AI will be you for you. So that's what it is right there. So again, it's Super T Sigma programming. You already know. Appreciate your time and attention, lending me your ear, lending me your eyes too. Know yourself for yourself though. And in the meantime, continue to vibrate high. Peace.